Hey, good evening and welcome to the Father's House. I'm here at the chapel. And as you know, I've had choirs for the last several weeks, and I just am telling you, they charge me too much money and they cost me too much. So this week I've got some help, and I'm so excited about the guests that I have. And we have Miss Kara, and she always comes as the elf from the North Pole, and she's going to help me light the candles tonight. Hello, Kara.
I'm so excited.
Are you excited about Christmas?
I'm so excited.
Good.
I can't wait.
So you remember why we light the candles, right?
Absolutely.
And the first one is what?
Hope.
Hope. Jesus is our hope. And so if you remember on the first night, we lit the candle of hope because Christ comes and he gives us our hope. And the second candle is?
Peace.
Peace, okay. And we have peace not just because there's a lack of argument, but because Jesus himself comes into our life. And so we celebrated the second week that the Prince of Peace was born. And then last week, it's the only pink candle. Avery always gives me a bad time about there needs to be more pink candles. But the pink represents
Joy.
joy
I love
to
joy.
the world, right? I mean, next year, maybe I get to wear an elf costume. I actually have one. So the peace. So Advent is this time where we anticipate the coming of Christ. And we know that he came the first time, but he's coming back the second time. And Kara, you got this friend with you tonight.
I do.
Oh my goodness. And he decided to make a visit with us.
So excited.
Yeah, I don't know how we get these early. It's probably because we're not getting to do the Christmas Eve service. So Santa's making a whole lot of extra stops. So Santa. Yeah.
I know him. I know him.
Oh my God. So you want to introduce Santa?
Yes.
Okay.
Santa!
All the way from the North Pole.
Hey, welcome.
Looky here.
So good to see everyone.
Santa, you were first known by what name?
Saint Nicholas.
That's a long time ago. How old are you?
Well, let's just put it this way. I'm 39 plus.
Was it 39 plus? So you're just older than we remember. 100 times. But Saint Nicholas was actually this gentleman that represented giving.
Yes,
And that giving became this tradition we celebrate today.
absolutely, because he had learned that the very first gift that we ever received was the Christ child.
Wow.
And so in so doing, the Father gave to us. So Saint Nicholas took that and said, if he gave me such a great gift, how could I not give?
So Saint Nicholas was a follower of Jesus.
Yes.
So what we're doing really isn't about what you think it is. It's about the Christ.
The Christ.
And what's that verse you were telling me before we came on the air that you love so much?
3 John verse 1 says, how great a love that the Father has lavished on us.
Wow.
That we would be called the children of God.
And the only reason we can be called children of God is because what he said in John 3:16, and you were telling me about that verse.
Yes, the fact that we all come as a child. Jesus taught the apostles that you must have childlike faith.
Right.
And don't suffer the children to come unto me, for such is the kingdom of heaven.
You know, what's happening in so much of our world is that we lose that wonder, right, of
Yes.
Christmas, and we try to reason it out rather than realizing that for God so loved the world that he gave his Son. And that is the Son that is called love. And tonight, Miss Kara's going to light the candle of love. There we got all four of them. And Santa, you were telling me a story about that guy in Kansas City. It was just close here. You were telling me about that one of your helpers.
He is. He travels around, known as the Secret Santa, and he just gives $100
Wow.
bills to people he doesn't even know.
Wow.
And he has done this for years now. Hundreds of thousands of dollars given away. Just because.
In the name of Christ.
In the name of Christ.
Just trying to be kind. And so giving gifts is really as old as wise men, right? The
Yes.
first people that brought were
They were the three magi.
maybe they were your ancestors.
Well, I do have a lineage.
Wow, isn't that cool? And Saint Nick, Santa Claus, was telling me the day he was driving through Hardee's or McDonald's or something. And tell me that story.
The very first person in the drive-thru that day ended up paying forward
Wow.
and paying for the person behind them for their order.
Wow.
And that went on for 9 hours.
Wow. 9 hours.
People just have a sense of giving this time of the year.
So in many ways, Santa, you're just the symbol of how God gave his son.
Absolutely.
You're just a way of expressing and carrying on that great story of God's love.
Yes.
Wow. It's so exciting. Wonder what we could do this week. Right now, starting right now, I wonder what we can do this week to express that goodness and that kindness into the lives of other people. And that's what lighting the candles and trying to remember is really all about. So Santa, are you really going to make stops, or are you going to do it virtually this year?
Oh, no. I'm going to socially distance, but I will be in the homes. So know and understand that nothing can keep Santa from coming, because the giving must go on.
So make sure you get the cookies. Make sure you get the milk out.
Yes.
Because I promise you, Santa, I've got it on his word.
A lot of hard work ahead of me.
A lot of hard work. And what do you think?
I think.
You'll make it.
You'll
You're
make
tough.
it. It's going to take lots of elves this year,
Yes, it
right? It's going
is.
to take lots of work this year to do this. Well, Santa, thanks for coming to the chapel. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. This season is all wrapped up in each one of these stories here. Hope. This has been a tough year for everyone.
It sure has.
And everybody needs hope. So I hope, if nothing else, that the personification of who I am, actually what I do, comes from the Father,
Right.
not from me.
Not from anyone else.
But that's the hope that we have, that we could do for one another around the table and actually love one another.
Love it. Hey, thanks for coming, Santa.
Thanks for letting me come. I'll see you soon. Merry Christmas. I love you. God bless.
From the Father's house.